Greetings, everybody. My name is Kodachi-san, but you may call me Kodachi, and today I would like to show you my refined metal sink suggestion for the game Team Fortress 2. This sink would not only improve the economy of the game, but it would also increase the profits of average players, big-time traders, and even Valve itself.
Thanks.
This video is cut into two parts. The first part explains why the economy is bad, how it can be fixed, in a way that will benefit everyone, including Valve. And the second part straight up explains the metal sink suggestion itself. If you'd like to skip this part and get to the other one, there will be a link in the description for it. With that said, let's continue with the video. Before we start though, let me explain why the economy is bad, how it impacts everyone, including Valve, and how this suggestion will improve the situation. Back in the days, if you were to craft free refined, you could craft almost any cosmetic, including new ones introduced with a new update. This was the reason why a lot of people were using refined metal as a currency, because there was always a chance you could profit by crafting a brand new item and selling it for profit, since it was new and not many of them existed yet. A second currency used were regular Manco keys that were used to unbox almost any crate, gave a chance to unbox a paint can, a strange or unusual item, which gave people a reason to use keys in trading. Since Refine was a good currency, the community decided to use them to price Manco keys, which back in the days made a key worth around 3 ref. However, many years went by and now a key is worth around 68 ref, which is a horrible increase compared to what they were originally selling for. So, what happened? How did we get here? Well, you see, one day Valve decided to make a crucial change to the crafting system, which would completely change the TF2 economy as we know it. Around 2014 to 15, Valve decided to no longer include new cosmetics into the crafting recipe, meaning no new hats could ever be crafted, could only be unboxed, traded, or bought from the Steam community market, and the only available items to craft were the ones before the change. Obviously, since there is no way to craft a new item which would be desired because of its low supply, there was no real reason for people to craft as much, as they would only get the same old cosmetics upon every craft, which already had a massive supply in the market. This over the years made keys explode in price, because most players had no reason to destroy their refined and just kept it in their inventories, collecting dust. If everybody has a lot of refined laying around in their backpacks and they don't want to use it, there was no reason for a key to be sold for 3 ref anymore. So the price went up to 7 ref, then 20 ref, then 40 ref, and now we are almost approaching 70 ref for just one key. Many players don't see at all why this would be a problem. Since it takes 3 ref to craft a hat, most hats are worth half the price, around 1 ref and 2 reclaimed, meaning that for just 1 key you can get a bunch of cheap hats. What a steal, right? Well, not exactly. Even though you could get a bunch of hats for just 1 key, most players choose not to because the items are old, aren't as good looking, interesting, aren't even strange. So most people still choose to get newer hats, which can be worth around 20 refines at times. This makes trading a real hassle because in order for you to trade for just 1 decent looking modern hat, you would have to fill up almost an entire page of worthless refined, and then when trading, select a bunch of refined just to trade for a single nice looking hat.
Oh, this is not good.
This could also explain why a lot of people started using bots for trading, because who wants to deal with flinging a bunch of useless ref just to trade for a single item? If you are an average player who would like to play the game, save enough weapons you dropped to turn into refined, trade the ref for keys, and buy an unusual, or maybe even try your luck and use those keys to unbox an unusual, you can kiss your dreams goodbye. Nowadays, you either buy an unusual or keys, or just be happy with the dirt cheap hats. The people who own refined aren't the only ones affected by the broken economy though. The key traders and even Valve themselves are negatively affected, without even realizing it. You see, if you can get a bunch of ref just from 1 key, it doesn't matter if you want to buy cheap 1 ref hats or hats worth 20 ref. A key being worth almost 70 ref means that most people will just trade 1, maybe 2 keys from you and get a lot of cheap items from that. But if a key was worth, let's say 10 ref, now you would need 7 keys to get 70 ref, instead of just buying 1 key, which would make you, as a key trader, way more profit. Same thing goes for Valve. If a key is worth only 10 ref, then people would buy way more keys to do any form of trading. If a key is cheap to buy for ref, players could use those keys to unbox unusuals or stranges, sell them on the community market, which would be very beneficial for Valve. So it's really simple. If a key is worth less refined, people will have an easier time trading. Average players will be more likely to unbox unusuals that they can sell on the community market or for keys. Key traders will trade more keys, and Valve will make more profit from the Manco store and the Steam community market because of more key and unusual sales. Improving the situation with refined metal can only benefit everyone, which is why something has to be done. Okay, the benefits are clear, but how do we actually get there? How do we improve the economy by lowering the supply of refined metal? What do we do to give people a reason to destroy their refined? And that is where my refined metal sink suggestion comes in play.
Continued in part 2.